From 130 to 140, Gervonta Davis is that dude. Mayweather Promotions CEO Leonard Ellerby says, let's be clear, from 130 to 140, you have some very good fighters who are boxing stars, but let the record reflect there's only one superstar from 130 to 140 pounds who's calling all the shots, and he goes by the name of Gervonta Tank Davis. As my guy Kendrick Perkins would say, carry on. Flex emoji. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you come in, smash the like button. Let's get started. So, I don't know why this concept is so difficult for people to embrace. The only thing I can think of is hate. If you got envy in your heart and you keep that deep-seated, deep-rooted hate in your heart, it's going to blind you to the facts. Some people, it's like roaches. They don't like when the lights cut on and they scatter. I got them scattering like roaches when the lights come on from night till dawn. And the facts is the light. I'm showing you the light and I'm showing you the roaches. Gervonta Davis is the biggest act from 130 to 140 pounds. I've said it. Mayweather Promotions, Floyd has said it. Leonard Ellerby saying it. And pretty much anyone involved in the situation. The funny thing about we have so much power in our fingertips with these cell phones, with these tablets, with the invention of, Wi-Fi and fast internet connections and fiber optics and things like that. We got smartphones and dumb people because the information is available to you. That's my saying. We got smartphones that has made dumb people. You can access any of these. It's like having a library in your pocket at all times. See, back in the day when I was growing up, they had a Dewey Decimal System. You had to go to an actual foundation. You had to go to a place like a library in order to do research on something, right? And then they look in the Dewey Decimal System. You got the fiction, nonfiction books, and it was all categorized. Some people in this new generation have never stepped into a library, outside of school. I actually still go to the library sometimes just to look for books and whatnot. And it's quiet. I like peace and quiet, especially when I work. It allows me to do what I do on here for this channel, for you guys. Speaking of the channel, in the last 30 days, I looked at my YouTube analytics and it showed me something. It showed me that 50% of you guys that watch my content for free on YouTube hit the subscribe button, so thank you. The other 50%, you did not. I don't know why, but we can change that right here and right now. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you like boxing news. I'm giving you what you want. Boxing news 24/7, all access. Your access has now been granted. So to keep up with the sport and your favorite fighters, know what's going on at all times, hit that subscribe button. Now, you got a cell phone, most people are fortunate, at least in America, where I'm based out of, have that option. So you have the ability to research these things. In fact, shout out to Heyman's Planet. He did the research so you don't have to. And he posted a graphic. And the graphic is basically showing the numbers, because you have to keep in mind, all these fighters have been in the news recently. Devin Haney just fought in Australia. Congrats on his victory, undisputed. Tank Davis fought a week before that. And then Ryan Garcia lost $20,000 and announced his next fight, Javier Fortuna. So in the span of a few weeks, we've been able to get all these names, rotating in the algorithm. And Heyman's Planet says, Google says it's working. He's leaving everyone behind. And this is a graph, and you see in red, that's Tank, and he has the highest spike. And this is interest over time. And it's a graph. You look at the other, the spikes aren't as great. Even it looks like Ryan had a spike previously. Is that little blue spike compared to Tank's spike. He's shooting up like the Rocketeer. Pause. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, this is not to say who wins in each independent fights and stuff like that, but the basic premise is that Tank is the man from 130 to 140. You can't refute that. You have old media and you got these fools who they see this analytical information, data, intel, insight. Google doesn't work for boxing specifically. They just guide and track all of the results. So these are the searches of people. And that's why I have found my niche in this digital space. That's why I'm the greatest when it comes to boxing in the digital space, because I report and talk about the things that are most interesting to boxing fans. That's why we run the numbers up. We run that bag up, because you can't just talk about what you want to on YouTube, but no one's searching for it. So I'm the algorithm assassin. I discovered that a long time ago. Old media, you notice there's no real old media channels that do what I do and talk boxing. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about going to the fights and the weigh-ins and stuff, and that's your primary job, because then at that point, you got fans who just want to hear what the fighters have to say or see the weigh-in and see, Tank push, Rolly off stage, etc. So anybody who has that content, they're going to try to gravitate to it if it's clear, got some audio to it, etc. But to talk boxing and hold your own with or without that, that's something completely different. That's what I have. That's what I have the ability to do. I could cover a fight and I could do better camera work than 100% of what's out there. But I don't have to rely on that, like when the pandemic first started. But, I don't have to get too much into detail. You guys know, if you know, you know. But the point is, old media, the reason why on YouTube as a platform, a lot of these dudes haven't been able to break through is because their message, they're saying nothing but lies. They're saying, oh, Devin Haney is this and that, and oh, Tank is this and that. And they're not following the trends. They're not trend riding. They're not riding that wave. Instead, they go against the wave. And when you swim against the current, it's going to be worse for you, because your arms are going to tire out. Your legs are going to tire out. This is Mother Nature, baby. We talking about Mother Nature. Mother Nature don't get tired. So the waves are going to keep coming crashing. If you're in a river and you're going downstream and the current's taking you, you got to kind of rock with that instead of going against it. But in boxing, only in boxing, do you have these bigoted boxing media channels and deadline writers and stuff like that constantly going against American fighters primarily, and going against black fighters, and going against what's working. Gervonta Davis is working. Old media keep telling you, oh, he got a secondary belt. Well, guess what? Mr. Secondary Belt, you just seen the Google trends, and secondary belt is making the most bread. Secondary belt is being searched the most. So whatever Mayweather Promotions, Al Heyman, Steven Espinoza, and Showtime are doing is clearly working, because men lie, women lie, but numbers don't. So it just sounds foolish to keep going against it when the results are right there for you to see. Even if they're not right there for you to see, as I mentioned, you got a smartphone, you got a computer, you got a tablet, you probably have all three or one of the three at best. You could do the same research. Gervonta Davis is hot no matter what you try to. People are like, oh, Josh Taylor's the true undisputed. But guess what? When he fought undisputed against Jose Ramirez on top-ranked ESPN, it didn't get more traction than Tank fighting Barrios at 140. And Tank is turning people into household names. People are checking for Barrios. People are checking for Pitbull Cruz. People are now checking for Rolly. And you see a different level of limelight than they've ever had in their career when their names are linked to Gervonta Davis, which shows you he's the hot dude. He's the jock on campus. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. I concur and agree with Leonard Ellerby. Them numbers ain't lying. Y'all lying before them numbers are lying. Subscribe to my channel. I'm the best in the business. Y'all know what it is. And I'm introducing Super Thanks right here on the official Boxing Ego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new interactive and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.